Well, good day and welcome to you. It is November the 16th, and I hope you are having a wonderful day wherever you happen to be hearing this video. If you're new to Search for Signs, I do want to welcome you to this channel. My name is Gary Willing. If you are someone who have heard these videos before, of course, you might know my name. Maybe you don't. Doesn't really matter, but I want to welcome you back as well. Now, I don't have a lot to talk about. I do want to go into just reading an article from Benjamin Creme's master, but I want to say just a few things real quick. One, we're at a crossroads, and in this article he does talk about humanity at the crossroads and the uncertainty that that means for all of us, because we don't know really what the future holds for us. And the media has their own narrative, our own politicians, when whatever country we're in, have their own narratives depending upon what their view is and their interest is, right? And we're kind of left with, we don't really know what the answer is. We don't know what the future holds for humanity and so forth. And of course, that brings out fear. And this master addresses that very concern, of course. But this article, I think, really talks about why the masters are coming back now. Why is it important that they're doing this? And of course, what does it mean for humanity? Now, most people, when they hear this information, are coming from some type of spiritual or religious background, and therefore look at it as an affront to their own beliefs, because it's different. It's quite different than what you're used to hearing in terms of spirituality, in terms of what God is, in terms of even what the Christ is and means for humanity. And therefore they are either totally against it or kind of react in a very negative way. But again, I'm standing here telling you, you don't have to believe in what I'm saying, but it could be something to this information that could be valuable to you, right? Or valuable to the world. So, when you read these articles, hopefully you'll take the time to go to the Share International website and read these articles for yourself. And even if you say, I don't believe in anything what he says about who Maitreya is or whatever, I believe Jesus is the only true Savior. There's nothing wrong with that. And I'm not asking you to change your beliefs on things, even though people accuse me of it all the time. I really don't care what you believe. The most important thing are the priorities of this teacher. And he's already started to lay them out, but his main priority is peace. We have to create peace first, because even the environment cannot be solved until peace is in place on some level. And the only way to do that is to institute the principle of sharing. That's why I read that article in the last video by Benjamin Creme's master, because he speaks on this spot on, but it's entitled The Case for Sharing. And he talks about how, it's so important that humanity starts to institute the principle of sharing, and what's it kind of going to look like. So hopefully you'll listen to that video, or even better yet, when you're on the Share International website, if you go there, you go to the little tab that says articles by the master and actually read it for yourself. Now, the other thing I want to say is, and this is coming from a comment that somebody made yesterday or something like this, demanding proof about what I'm talking about. I can't give you proof. I've never claimed to give you a proof. The information is free. I'm not asking for money. I'm not asking even for your devotion. So I don't really see it as my job to even give you proof. I'm just talking about it, but it's more important, okay? And if you're somebody that wants proof, even if I had the proof to give you, it wouldn't mean anything to you. It's better for you to look at this and see if there's any truth to it for yourself. You don't have to believe in it 100%. You can believe it at maybe 1% or 0.5%, right? You might even say, I don't believe a single thing about what he says about who and what Maitreya is, or even that he exists, but I do think that peace is important. That's fine, right? So, it always, I guess, troubles me to making me laugh why people get so caught up in their own beliefs on things, and they can't really see the forest for the trees, but it's just kind of the nature of belief at this moment in time. But it's far more important to look at it and see if there's any truth to it. And that's why I put those links in there for you to do your own research and see if there's any truth. And if there isn't, go on your way. You know what I'm saying? It's not a big deal. For those who find this interesting or want to know more, well, then come on back or check those links out even further and do your own investigation. But it's about the priorities of the teacher. And the biggest priority that he has already laid out for humanity is that humanity must create peace. And the only way he said to do it is, he says it's like this: without sharing, there can be no justice. Without justice, there can be no peace. and without peace there could be no future. So without further ado, I want to read this article, and then hopefully it will add to your research on this information. This article is entitled The New Revelation. Of course, it is on the Share International website. You can read it there too. It was published in Share International in March of 1988, and it was written by Benjamin Creme's master. Whenever man stands at a crossroads, as he does today, he becomes the recipient of close attention and aid from that group of elder brothers, the spiritual hierarchy, who, from ancient times, has stood guard over his welfare and progress. Thus it is now, as he await the formations of the New Age structures. To assist and guide man in his deliberations, the masters are taking up their posts in the cities of the world. Unknown yet, as of yet, to all but a few, they represent the highest man can achieve on this planet, a perfect expression of the love nature of God, consciousness and control on all planes, and a knowledge tested and tried by long experience of the plan of evolution and the process of its implementation. Never before in man's long history have the possibilities for rapid advance been so great. Never before in such numbers have the masters dwelt among men. This alone is remarkable. It presupposes great changes already occurring and still to come. Chief among these changes is the readiness of men for new revelation. The thirst for knowledge has brought man to the door of knowledge unlimited. Beyond that door, man senses lies a treasure trove of mysteries to be solved, worlds of meaning to be conquered, vistas of beauty to be experienced and known. Man begins to question the purpose of his existence and to search for means whereby that purpose can be fulfilled. Thus it is at the dawn of the New Age. As always, at such a time, man approaches life with a deeper reverence, sensing its spiritual basis and raising his eyes and heart to those realms from which all revelation comes, thus invoking the revelation for which he longs. God works, the adage goes, in mysterious ways. Yet always is the mystery open to interpretation and understanding. Age after age, the mysteries have been revealed. New insights have opened the door to greater knowledge, and a new light has entered the minds of men. Today, a great new light is awakening humanity to its purpose and destiny. The shining brilliance will reveal men the purpose underlying the will of God, and will galvanize mankind into the creation of those relationships and forms which will serve to demonstrate that purpose in all its beauty and power. Such a time as this has seldom been. Man is on the threshold of a new understanding of himself and of those forces which lie beyond all appearances. Soon he will know, beyond all gainsaying, that God is, and that man is God. Remember to take action and help SOP save our planet. Thanks for listening, and we look forward to talking to you again in future videos.